Hello and thanks very much for joining me again. Today's video we're looking at one of our new pen kits, a slightly unusual pen kit, and I have to warn beginners here, probably more in the way of an advanced pen kit than it is one for a beginner. It can be done simply, but anyway, I will explain a bit about the kit as we go along. I already have one that I've made. This is a sample that was handed to us. Some of you will have seen this because we did ask people their opinions and ask what they thought of it. It is a 4-ring pen kit, and the 4 rings, I've actually arranged them here in pairs. So I've got 2 rings there, 2 rings there, and then the other pen kit. So you can split up and put different woods or different sections in here as you want to. Now, some of you will already be familiar with our 4-ring letter opener, and the pen kit is based on the letter opener. Here's a couple I've got here. You can make 4 individual rings and 5 sections in there if you want to. That is pretty complicated, to be honest, particularly on a pen kit. And there is a distinct difference between a letter opener and a pen kit. In that, a letter opener, if you shorten it slightly, you just get a slightly shorter handle. It doesn't really matter. When you mess around with a pen kit and change the length of it, because you've got a moving mechanism inside that has to move a certain distance, that can have an effect on it. So you can do 5 sections and 4 rings in the middle, or this one I've got 2 sections, 2 rings in the middle, 1 ring that end and 1 ring that end, because the little rings come in a packet like that. They're separate little chrome rings. Now, you can't use these when you are turning. The way this has to be done is that you have to put the blanks onto the tube without gluing. I'm going to really stress that now. The blanks go onto the brass tube, but don't glue them before you're turning, because they have to come off because of the bushings, and they have to be then glued onto the tube later with the bushings in between, depending on where you want to put them, and that's what makes it a little bit complicated. If you want to keep it simple, you can completely ignore the rings and just do a normal pen kit, 1 section, no problem at all. Otherwise, we have, and I've got a set of bushings here. The bushings are the same bushings for the 4-ring letter opener as they are for the pen kit. And the pen kit, incidentally, I don't think I've mentioned it yet, it's actually called the Rossetti, but that was at the start of the video, so you'll have seen that. But let me just show you the tube, and there's one end of the bushings there, and this is the weird, slightly unusual bit. It's called an interstitial bushing, and it slots over the tube, and then the other bushing goes in the other end. So you'll see I've got a bushing either end, and the interstitial bushing in the middle, which fits extremely well, moves up and down depending on where you want to put your rings. So the one I've just shown you was a 3-section. The one I'm going to do today on the video is going to be a 2-section one. I'm not going to do a 5-section one, simply because you're going to make the video so incredibly long, because you need to turn each part individually in order to do that. Unless someone is more clever than me and can think of another way of doing it. But this interstitial bushing is the same width as, I've lost them, there we go, 4 of these rings all put together. We couldn't do 4 individual bushing rings on this because they just wouldn't be strong enough and they wouldn't last, so we have to do a bit of a more substantial centre bushing on there. But hopefully by showing you that and the setup, will give you an idea of how the pen kit works and what you can do with it. And I have to say, we've had a huge amount of interest from people saying, oh, we have lots and lots of bits of really lovely wood left over, but they're not quite long enough to make a pen kit. Well, we're hoping that with this, it's fun, it's quite fun to turn, it is quite challenging, as I've said before, but you can use up the different bits of wood that you might have, special bits of wood, and make a dual wood pen. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to use a bit of scrap I've got, because this is an instruction to show you how it's done. And I say the construction of this pen is probably unlike any other you're likely to see. The other thing to mention is this one will go on a mandrel, but I'm not turning it on a mandrel. I shall do it on between centres, because I never use a mandrel. If I don't have to use a mandrel, I won't use one. Flipping horrible things. Right, let's get on with the preparation of the blank and drilling the blank, and the blank has to be drilled with a 9.7mm drill bit, and it has to be accurate. It must be 9.7mm. My advice is don't use any other size, anything else that's close. I think there's probably an equivalent of 9.7mm in inches. I don't work in inches. We try and stick wherever possible to all our measurements in millimetres. Right, I'm out of breath after all that. I'll shut up and we'll get on with making some stuff. Now what I'm going to talk to you about are some measurements. I am going to have to refer to my notes, for which I apologise, because at my age I can't remember absolutely everything off the top of my head. First of all, I've got a blank here, and this blank I've drilled out to the 9.7mm centre, and you will see why when I push that in. Oh, it hasn't dropped all the way through, but there you go. It's a very, very good fit. It's not, there has to be a bit of a gap, but it's not loose. It's not, there you go, look, it's just enough to just have the slightest pressure to put it in and get it out the other end. And remember, we are not gluing the blank onto the tube until we've actually finished turning it. Completely different way of doing a pen kit this way. The tube measures 82.5mm long. Okay, so if I wanted to make a pen kit, not use the centre rings, then I could just stick a blank on there of that length and put the pen kit together, no problem at all. However, what we've got in this pen kit to use the 4 rings is the interstitial bushing, and the interstitial bushing is 7mm wide. So what we need to do is remove 7mm from the measurement of our blank. That gives us 75.5mm. That 75.5mm should, if my calculations are correct, mean we can put a bushing on that end, the interstitial bushing wherever we choose in the middle, depending on which proportion we split the blank into, and the other bushing at the other end, and create the tiniest little bit of pressure on the wood in order to actually hold it and turn it. And the size is an extra, it's a fraction of a millimetre. That's all you need, a fraction of a millimetre, just to hold the blanks together properly. Now the other thing to bear in mind, and other people have asked me this about the 4-ring letter opener, is how do you use, when you're doing a pen kit this way, how do you use a barrel trimmer? And the answer is the same as any other time. You just don't glue that in there. So you can still use the tube in there in order to guide the barrel trimmer down and then trim the wood flat, but you're just not trimming directly onto the brass tube. So and when I cut this, I'll have some scraps, and scraps are good because it means I can make sure the wood is above the brass tube. I do not want to shorten the brass tube. When you shorten tubes for pen kits, they tend not to work very well because the mechanism going in and out doesn't go in and out the right distance. I hope you're with me so far. I have to confess, I'm trying to make this as simple as possible, but it is a relatively complex kit. It's much easier when you actually get the bits and do it, and there will be some instructions. On this occasion I'm doing the video before I've done the instructions, but there will be some instructions of exactly what you need to do in order to make this. And to be honest, when you see the finished results, you'll find they are worth making. It's really quite an unusual kit, and if you've seen some of our other stuff, you'll know we actually quite like unusual, not boring. But there we go. So I'm now going to cut this blank into a couple of pieces and trim up the ends. I'm not going to video, there's nothing more boring than watching someone barrel trimming an end of it, but I'm going to make the ends flat at the end of the day and make sure my measurements are absolutely accurate for this piece, and I'll then show you how they slot together. So just to recap on my measurements, I'll take the tube and the bushings and I'll show you how it all slots together, and I'll explain exactly the measurements that I've done here. Right, so I've got my tube, I've got my 1 bushing in there, I've got the nib end of the pen kit, that is 30mm long, that's going to go on there, like so. Then got my interstitial bushing, which is going to go on there, and I've then got this section, which is the tail section, and I've left this longer because this is where the pen clip is going to go, and I don't want the pen clip onto where the rings are going to go, I want the rings to be separate on their own because they're a bit of a feature. This is 46mm long, so in total I have got 76mm, half a millimetre bigger than the length it says, and that half a millimetre, when I take my other bushing, is going to create the tiniest amount of pressure on the end, and that's going to hold the bushings. The bushings are going to hold the blanks in there, so I can turn it, and I'm now going to mount this between centres and do exactly that. So I have a dead centre at this end, I've got a live centre at this end. If you want to use a mandrel, you can do. Good luck to you. I just absolutely load them with a passion, and I'm going to get that nice and tight. Hopefully now you can see the two parts coming together there. I'm just going to finish this now. I'm not going to concentrate on finishing in great detail. This is more about measuring and assembly of the kit. I'm not teaching anyone how to turn a pen, just how to make the right sections for this particular kit. And here we have our finished pen parts, loose from the tube like so. These are now ready to be glued in place. So we'll now have a look at what we've got. So we've got our finished pen kit on the mandrel here. I'm going to remove the bushings like so, and actually you'll see that the wood comes straight off the tube. And with two sections of wood like this that we finished, we can actually choose where we put the rings. So just to demonstrate, I can put one ring up that end, at the end if I wanted to, two in the centre, like so, and put the other end on like so. So hopefully you can see that is how the things go together. If I missed a ring, I wonder why that bit was there. There we go. Thought I got it the wrong length. That's better. So we've got one ring there, two rings there, and one ring there. If I wanted to change that, I can, and I might well do it on this one, just for the ease of doing the video. It's a bit fiddly to do on camera, this. Right, and put four rings in the centre like so. And there we have a slightly different setup. This applies when you're doing two sections. If you were doing 5 sections, I say you would need to turn each section individually, because there is only one interstitial bushing. It gets a bit more complicated, but I would advise anyone to start with to maybe start with 2 sections, and then as you get used to the kit, it will become fairly obvious as to the different things that you can do with it. So that's what I'm going to do. What I now need to do is to glue the wooden parts onto the tube before assembly. Now I'm not going to use CA glue for the simple reason that CA glue sets so incredibly quickly. I'm going to use an epoxy glue because it may well be that I need to move this up and down a little bit just to locate it in the right place, and just do a final adjustment. And as I say, if you use CA glue and it sets in a couple of seconds, you may well find that you've got it in the wrong place and you won't be able to change it again, and you have to go right back to the beginning. So I'm going to use a 2-part epoxy just to put the parts in place. There is no need to glue the chrome rings in place. You can if you want to, but there's no need because they're so uniform. When they're on the pen kit, even if they're actually spinning round, you won't be able to tell they're spinning round because there are no marks of them and you can't see them moving. So that's really entirely up to you. But I'm now going to glue these bits the parts in place, and then we'll look at the final assembly of the pen kit. So I've got my finished and glued 2 parts. I've got to say this actually looks like a normal pen because it's 2 tubes, 2 parts with a centre band in the middle, but as I've stressed before, those bands can go anywhere, and obviously you can position them wherever you want up and down the length of the tube there. But this is all glued, so now we're going to look at the assembly of the actual kit itself. I'm going to start with the nib section and the nib connector. Okay, this is the nib connector part here, and this is going to go in the front section there. So I'm going to start by inserting that bit in there. Okay, so I've got my nib connector section in here. The next bit is the other end, and this is the heel mechanism connector and the pocket clip. They go like that, and we're then going to insert those over that part there. And these are the only 2 parts that need to be pressed in together. The rest of the parts will just screw in. So let's pop those in like so. There we go. So I have, there we got pretty much the pen kit very nearly finished. So in this bit I'm going to screw in the nib part, and this will give you an idea that when it goes together you can actually get to the refill from both ends of the pen. You can either get in from this end or from the other end. The next thing I'm going to do is to take the mechanism. Actually I might as well put the refill in first, mightn't I? Pop the refill down there. I'm then going to take the mechanism and press that in, and it screws in like so. And then we can check the fit and finish of the kit. It's got a little bit of plastic in the end there, so and then we'll take the final end cap, and the final end cap simply pushes onto there, and there we have our finished pen kit. Just to recap, we can get to the refill in that end there, and we can get into the refill by unscrewing that and taking that out at that end as well. And there we have the 4-ring Rossetti pen kit. Well, as I always say, I hope that's been helpful. I hope it hasn't been too complicated, but this is one of those kits that we've specially designed. It can be really easy or it can be really complicated. It really very much depends on what you want to do with it. But just a quick recap, there's my original sample that I made. That's got 3 sections in there with the 2 rings in the centre. This is the one I've just made on the video with 4 rings in the centre. Nice, good, positive twist. Twists and clicks into place, that one there. And just as an example, if you wanted to just look at the letter openers again, this one I've got 2 bands in the centre, one at this end and one at that end, and that's the most difficult one to do, which is the 4 bands and 5 different sections in the middle. I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions, drop us an email. We very much look forward to seeing you in the next video. I hope if you have one of the pen kits that you enjoy it and that you'll come and have a look around the website. Until next time, enjoy whatever it is you do in your workshop, and of course do it safely. Until next time, bye bye.